Hi friends, welcome back and thanks for watching. I've got my Christmas tree up behind me. It is officially the holiday season and I am so excited. Now, while I have already I have been sick, so you will have to disregard my voice in this video first and foremost. But while I have already shared a decent number of gift guides, I have shared 100 women's gifts, 100 men's gifts. Today we are talking the top 15 gifts for everyone. I did a deep dive into my analytics from previous years, from even this year, things that people have loved or asked for, and this is the top 15 gifts that are just going to be perfect for everyone on your list. So I will have everything numbered up on screen right here, and then the number with a direct link to each item will be in the description bar and comment section below. It will be incredibly easy for you to shop, and we're gonna go ahead and get started with product number one. I literally got this in and I was so excited. I was like, I'm gonna try my neck massager tonight while I'm needle pointing, and I opened the box and I was like, there's nothing in here. And I looked over at my husband and he already had opened it and was wearing it. We fight over this all the time, so to be completely honest, I'm probably going to get him one of these for Christmas as well so he can stop stealing mine. But this is the G7 Pro Fold. So it does fold up relatively compact when you're not using it, which is so nice because I don't want something that's super, super bulky in my house, but I did want something that was still powerful. And this is it. It does come with a little bag as well, and I keep the little booklet in there and the charging cord. But when this is open, it has these little soft compression sides here, and I can't put it on because it will, oh, I turned her on, I think. Will hit my mic, but I can show you guys.
Hi, relieve stress mode.
You can hear her kind of talking, and I'll get really close. Can you guys see all of them moving? And then there's also this little heated part right here.
Pulse level 3, massage complete.
The charging port is on the bottom, and you can also just turn off the talking woman, but personally she doesn't bother me that much. There are 5 massage modes to this. There are 6 different pulse options, and you can also choose to turn the pulsing off, 4 vibration intensity levels, and 4 heat levels. Now for me, I feel like the relieve stress mode is like the perfect massage. It actually feels like someone's massaging you. Like I get chills down my back when I first start it because it's just so relaxing. But Sam does kind of like to alter his, so he has learned what all of the buttons on the side here and kind of how to make his setting perfect every single time. Regardless of how you use this, it is one of the most amazing things ever and truly something that we are fighting over nonstop. So if you know someone who has, lots of neck pain, this is a great option, but this brand does have a lot of different at-home massagers. Even when we were on our Chicago trip, I think one of the girls had brought one of the eye massagers with her, and she was like, this is my favorite thing. I can't even travel without it for one night. So great, great brand. But for now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think I'm gonna be kind of hiding this from my husband because he seems to be stealing it a lot from me. Product number 2 is the Hulkin bag, and this is one of those, if you know, you know. I cannot get enough of my Hulkin bag. I actually grabbed the super, super large size and fell in love with it. I am constantly toting it back and forth between my mom's house, carrying things. If I send the boys over there with something, I'm just we always are taking the Hulkin bag places. Mom, if you're watching this video, little spoiler, I have told Dad he definitely needs to get you one of these for Christmas. But we were also gifted the smaller one in California at the YouTube holiday house, and my friend Kayla, that you guys I'm sure absolutely love as well, she was like, I have 3 or 4 of these. I keep one downstairs, one in my car. I use one for returns, one for stuff. It is just the best multi-purpose bag because you really can't rip it. It does have handles in all the right places. It's got wheels on the bottom. And my favorite thing is actually what I was using it for today. So when we were setting up for Christmas, I was going through some of our older stuff. We had some glass items, we had some plastic, we had just a bunch of random stuff from years past that I just needed to get rid of. So I actually kind of used my Hulkin bag as a trash can, put a trash bag in it, and then was throwing things down in there. Now, because it wasn't smelly, it wasn't a huge deal, and I ended up just tying the bag and putting the whole entire Hulkin bag in the back of my car. When I got to the trash dump today, I pulled the entire Hulkin bag out, carried it with its wheels to the little trash bin, and then when I was pulling the things out, this old woman was like, excuse me, ma'am, I'm gonna need to stop you right there. What is that? Where did you get it? I need one. And we were literally going through Amazon at the trash dump. Like I was like, oh my God, okay, it's a Hulk bag. This is the extra large. Like you need it. This is the black. They have so many different colors. Like I was literally the infomercial for this bag. And it's just so great and so multi-purpose. So I cannot recommend this enough if you're someone who's always on the go. Makes life so easy. Kayla even said she uses hers at Costco. She's like, yeah, you're gonna get wild looks, but like it's super nice because you're literally putting everything in the bag and then it's already good to go when you're ready to go home. So I just absolutely love this and can't recommend it enough. Number 3, the Tenco vacuum. This is going to be no surprise to anyone. It is a wet, dry mop vacuum, but I always need to make sure I say this. It is not for carpeted spaces. So this isn't something where you can turn the mop feature off, but it also is something you're not gonna turn the mop feature on. It is a smart machine. It's going to do the work for you. It is going to go, okay, definitely really, really messy spots. Let's kick up the vacuum a little bit. Let's kick up the water a little bit. And it is going to really increase that suction power, but it also will kind of die back down and go, okay, we're just cleaning the hard floors. So it's great for general day-to-day clean or a deep clean. I cannot say enough good things about my Tenco. My mom has one, my sister-in-law has one. I think they're easy to charge, they're lightweight, they're easy to clean because they come with self-cleaning features. They are just the best, most amazing multi-purpose cleaner, but again, for day-to-day or deep cleaning. Now, if you like the wet, dry mop vacuum combo, but you want something that's portable, the Shark Mess Master is hands down my favorite. You can get the one with the car detail kit. That's totally up to you. I think that the only difference with the car detail kit is like it just comes with extra little head attachments, but this is essentially the Tenco, but a portable version. And to be completely honest, we had our first like, hey, toilets aren't toys lesson with Ezra, and he had like shoved a bunch of toilet paper down in his toilet and it was completely flooded. And the first thing that came to my mind was, oh, I need to go get my Shark Mess Master. And you guys, I literally ended up completely cleaning up his bathroom. It was like soaking up like puddles of water and the toilet paper all in one. I was able to just dump it down into a toilet and like flush it after. And then you can actually, if you want to, just throw the actual container where everything goes in the dishwasher. Like it is that easy to clean itself, which I so appreciate. So I've used this for my car. I've used this for just regular day-to-day messes. I've used it for my child flooding his bathroom. Like it is the most amazing multi-purpose wet dry mop vac, but again, just different than the Tenco. So I do want to make sure I say like, you're gonna have to lug this one around. This isn't like something I would get for your whole house for like the floors, but for spot messes or those like random messes, it's fantastic. The Our Place Always Pan is so good that we quite literally have 4 of them. No, I'm not kidding. We have 3. So, okay, we actually have one of just like the regular Our Place Always Pan. I think when it first came out, like I want to say I got my hands on it within the first 6 months of it launching. And then I have 2 of the Our Place Always Pans 2.0, and then we love that one so much that we actually have the mini. We use the mini for eggs almost daily. Like that does get used every single day because the boys eat eggs every single day. And then we have the Always Pans just for everything. Like I will sometimes have 2 of them going at once for dinner because they hold so much food that I actually was telling my mom, I was like, it's just the best multi-purpose pan. And she was so excited when she got hers. And she was like, this just cooks everything. And my dad was like, but do we need another like pan in our kitchen? And she was like, you're not understanding how much we're gonna be able to cook with this. Like it is the best, but it's also like a non-toxic pan. It's free of all the bad stuff that you don't want in your cookware, but it also is truly, truly, truly non-stick. And so I just can't say enough good things about it, which is again, why we have 4. The Skylight calendar is another thing I will forever and always sing the praises of, and I think this is gonna be a hot item that you see this year, mainly because I think more people are starting to get their hands on it and see it on social media, and I was someone who I was convinced by my mom's best friend, and she was like, I have ADHD and I just need something that makes my life easier, and this does that. And when I was setting it up, I actually kept the box and all the stuff, and I was like, if this is not easy to set up, I am not keeping it. And not only was it completely easy to set up, it was a seamless process connecting my phone to it and connecting Sam's to it. We do our grocery planning, our meal planning for the week, our full schedules. Sam uploads stuff from his phone, I upload stuff from my phone, and we are all on just one wavelength in this house. You can do your to-do list on here. It is so amazing, and it's just different than any other calendar I've ever had, because with my phone, like I still have to pick up my phone, go to the calendar, click on what the day is, and then I see what it is, versus this where you can kind of customize the display setting to work with your family, but it's just a calendar. and it's always just going to be a calendar. And that is what is really, really nice. So lots of different like styles and sizes, and you can get some that you're planning on mounting on the wall. I think ours did come with both sets of hardware where you can mount it on the wall or use the stand. I know that they have like the max calendar that's big, big, big. But for me, I can't remember exactly what size we got. I will put that in the description bar and comment section. It's perfect just for the counter. It doesn't take up too much space, but you can still see all the details of what's going on that day. The meter thermometer is another product that I have just completely saying the praises of over and over again, because I just think that there is something so nice about never ruining your turkey again, never having an overcooked turkey, never having an overcooked or undercooked steak. And you can get 1 meter thermometer. You can get like, I think even 4 and 6 packs of these. And I always share the story. We put this in our turkey a couple years ago, and it said after like only an hour and a half or 2 hours that the turkey was finished. And I called my dad and he was like, what? And it was just factoring in, okay, it's reached temp, it's been in the oven for so long, but now it is going to continue to bake at that same temperature even when you pull it out of the oven. And that's just not something you factor in. You think, okay, it's this many pounds, it has to cook for this many hours. And that was the first year that the turkey was literally perfect. It wasn't dry. And I would say more often than not, our turkey is a little bit on the drier side. So we have now since used this for steak, chicken. I mean, my dad uses his meter for literally everything. So again, 1 pack, 4 pack, 6 pack, it doesn't matter. You will just absolutely love this. A heated blanket is always a win. And these are definitely some you can get pretty affordable ones. You can get a little bit more high-end ones, but we are blanket people in this house. I am, my mom is, and we've gotten the boys on them. And there is just something so fantastic about a heated blanket. It is, of course, like a heating pad, but extra large. And I just love that. I think it's so warm. And sometimes I will even just like put this in the bed, let the bed kind of get a little bit warmed up for me. And then I'll get in bed. I'll be like, okay, it's all nice and warm. And then as it cools down, it's like I'm finally asleep, and I do want it to be a little bit cooler. So it's not something I would run all night. The boys love them. I can't say enough good things. You can even get like portable heated blankets. Just a great gift idea all around. Weighted vests are also very hot, and this year we see so many people using them for working out. My husband's worn mine when he runs. I wear it when I'm walking. I think it's just the best way to take a workout and turn the dial up to 10. And so if you know someone who goes on walks regularly or is running, even if they just like work out and just like you want to get them something that you're like, I don't know what you do for workouts, but like I definitely want to get you something that would be amazing for it. This is that. You can get so many different sizes and weights and styles and different price points, but I will say definitely err on the lighter side, because it may not sound like 4 to 6 pounds is a lot, but on shoulders when you're running, it is. The Gevi ice maker, I believe is how you say that, is my new pride and joy. My GE ice maker kicked the bucket after 2 years, and I basically kind of heard that that was the mark. A lot of people had 2 years with theirs, and that was really it. And a lot of people equally were like, hey, have you ever heard of Gevi? I got this one whenever my GE ice maker kicked the bucket, and that was 4 years ago, and this one's still kicking and it's amazing. And I must say, I absolutely love it, and there are some things about it that I like more than the GE, and I didn't realize it until I had it. So the GE did have a side tank, and I was always filling up the side tank, but you're always gonna have to be filling up something. So for me, I actually don't mind that the Gevi doesn't have a side tank, and I can just dump the water right in, because it's like, it just takes up way less space on the counter. So that is really nice. I also do like the design of this one. I think it's white and sleek and chic. I do wish that it had a place for the ice scoop, but my GE one didn't either, so that's not really any different. But I also like that the door you pull down on this one, and then the ice bucket comes out, so there's no dripping. The GE ice maker had like a little tray because there was a little bit of dripping. I feel like this one's just like a little bit more of a compact design. So I really do love that. But I mean, it really is also a different price point. It depends on what you want. But in my personal opinion, like y'all know I sang the GE's praises, but if you're only gonna get 2 years out of it, like that's just not worth it in my opinion. So I'm really loving this Gevi one. The Our Place baking set is absolutely amazing. I am gonna be honest, I knew I was going to use the big bottom pan a lot. I did not know how much I was going to use the 2 like casserole dishes, and I think it almost is like a bread dish. I use them all the time. I feel like they are so deep that they can be used for a lot more than I thought they could, but this little bakeware set is just so convenient. The bottom pan does come with like a non-stick mat. Sam loves this so much. Like we are just such Our Place people in this house. I feel like their products are just built to last. They're truly non-stick. They are so easy to clean, but I also like the colors. Like I gifted myself the green, like full bakeware set, full cook set, everything for my 30th birthday. And I just love the color, but they have so many different ones on their website. So really nothing from them you can go wrong with, but we do use this one a lot more than we thought. Nespresso coffee maker is always something that is a hot seller on Prime Day this time of year. I actually have my double shot of espresso cooling down because I'm going to do my little afternoon coffee. I absolutely love Nespresso because it is perfect for those like cool iced coffee moments, those little just shots of extra caffeine that I'm not gonna necessarily be drinking like every single day, like a regular cup of coffee. I have tried like the Keurigs before, or I think I even had years ago like an espresso machine that I intended to use for coffee every day. And I just feel like for me, like I just like a good cup of coffee on a day-to-day. Like I don't always want that fancy coffee, but having the Nespresso and having that like extra little bit of something that I can do when I want my extra caffeine is really nice because you can still do specialty drinks, but again, it's not a huge appliance, doesn't take up a ton of counter space, and they have a lot of different models, so you can find really good price points too. I do also want to apologize, y'all. I am like really coming off of a sickness, and I think just like talking, my voice is getting a little scratchy, so I'm struggling in this video. This candle warmer was an item I shared at the very, very tail end of last year's like holiday season. I want to say it was like maybe a week and a half before Christmas, and it became a top seller in all of December because people were like rushing to buy gifts. This is the best gift to give if you really aren't sure what to get someone, but you don't want to get them a gift that's just useless. You get your favorite candle, you get a candle warmer, and you give it to them, and this thing is magical. It doesn't actually burn the candle down, so the candle is going to last for a really long time. I run ours almost every single day, and it is so powerful that I'm telling you, like, it actually makes the candle smell better than the candle would smell if it was just lit on its own. I think it's a very chic design. They do have a lot of different designs on Amazon, but I will link directly to the one that I have below. I think it's just adorable. It does get hot, so something to keep in mind, like if you know someone has small kids and maybe they don't have somewhere that they could put this that would keep it away from the kids, like something to keep in mind. But I really love ours. It's over here, used daily. I mean, just absolutely zero complaints about it. Number 14 might be kind of a random one, but something that is very useful, and that is a fireproof safe. Now, you can find so many different sizes and styles and weights and, you know, just so many different features. Look within your budget, of course, but fireproof safes are really important. Yeah, you could always get a copy of those documents, but it is significantly easier if something were to happen for your documents to be safe. So that is what we use ours for. We do have a fireproof safe that like we also, like it has enough room in it for jewelry and things like that that are very precious to us. But to be honest, like there is just like I need my will. I need to know that my will is in the fireproof safe. I need to know that like if anything were to happen, you know, life insurance forms, those are in there, and people can access those if something were to happen to me, or I could access those with little to no issues. So a fireproof safe is something that I was not quick to buy myself. Like I was like, no, I'm not buying that. That's dumb. But if you know like a newly married couple or something, that is an important thing. Like our marriage certificate, marriage license, it's in the fireproof safe. You just need the important documents and things to be protected, so why not give this awesome gift? And finally, this is kind of on my wish list for whenever we get a pool one day. This is like the Bartison, I think, cocktail maker. I have seen this time and time again, and it is the coolest thing. It's essentially like a Keurig, but for alcoholic beverages. So if you know someone who drinks a variety of things, this is so cool. You basically fill up the containers with the alcohol of your choice, and then you can buy little pods similar to like Keurig K-Cups, and it makes the perfect drink every single time. I think that is such a convenient and cool way for someone to make mixed drinks. If you know someone who like hosts a lot, this would be a really great gift. They do have a few different models and sizes and styles and stuff, but for me, like, yeah, no, when we get a pool, this is definitely gonna be one of those things I'm like, okay, it's time. We wanna have our really cool, fun drinks by the pool. Like, I am going to be grabbing this. So that is it for today's video. I do apologize for the cracky voice. Hopefully we made it through without major issues, but thank you guys so much for watching. Click that subscribe button if you're new here because we are not done with gifts yet. We've only just started. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.